many of us at one time or another will inevitably have some problem with our vision, whether it's nearsightedness, farsightedness, or even astigmatism. So this morning, we're focusing on some common eye health problems and breaking them down one by one. Optometrist Dr. Gina Wesley is here to explain. Hi, Dr. G. We were talking in the green room about this because these are all kinds of terms that we've heard, but I'm not even sure I really know what they're about. Do people come into your office all the time and have these kinds of questions?
They sure do. This is a super common area. People want to know, what does my vision mean? What does my prescription mean? I don't understand. And so it's really nice to be able to explain and kind of get a feel for what your eyes are actually doing, and that's why your vision is what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go through these. We got a little video to go along with it. We're going to start off with myopia.
Yes. Myopia is commonly referred to as nearsightedness, okay? So what this means is light, when it comes into the eyes, you see here on this diagram, it's not being focused directly onto the retina. It's being focused in front of it. So what's that making is it's making distant objects very blurry, but you can still see up close, which is why myopia is termed as nearsightedness. So in the example here, you can see, I can see up close. Those distant objects, though, those are getting pretty fuzzy for me.
Okay.
Now, hyperopia,
that's the second term.
Yep, or farsightedness, in the example here, as we see when they play this segment, that's the opposite. That means that light is being focused behind the retina. So what's happening is that eye is having to work extra hard to try and focus that light onto the back of the retina. What normally happens with the farsightedness is the up-close objects are slightly fuzzy. The distance objects, they might be fuzzy. It just depends on the degree of hyperopia or farsightedness.
Okay. Our third term, astigmatism, I mentioned that in the open.
Yeah, you know, astigmatism people get confused about a lot because they think, oh my gosh, this is some sort of disease, this is some sort of horrible thing I have. It's just like farsightedness and nearsightedness. It's just a term to describe your refractive error.
Okay.
In astigmatism, there's two distinct points of light. They can either be focused behind or in front of the retina. They can either be farsighted or nearsighted astigmatism, and generally this creates distortion at all distances.
All right, and the last term is presbyopia.
Yes, this is the dreaded, my arms aren't long enough and I need reading glasses, and this happens to everybody.
I'm 40 and I cannot see.
Yes.
That's when it usually happens, isn't it?
It's very common around 40 to 45, and what happens here is the lens of the eye is normally very flexible to allow light to focus so that you can see things up close. When you're very little here, as they're showing the example of the baby, you can see all of that up close stuff. But once your lens starts to get a little bit more stiff and it doesn't focus and bend as well, you can't see up close. So this creates reading, computer work to be a little bit more difficult, and that's why you need glasses to help that light to focus.
You know, that brings me to a question about reading and computer work. Have you seen, as a doctor, the trend in what our eyes are doing changing because of all this computer time and screen time?
Absolutely. There's just been some recent studies that have come out that have shown the amount of nearsightedness in the United States is increasing at a tremendous rate. And they are contributing this to increased computer work, near work, people having these handheld PDAs and devices, and kids doing lots of video games. So it is increasing tremendously. So it's important for people to be able to get in, get their eyes checked, and understand what's going on with their vision so they can maximize.
So watch your screen time and with your kids.
And anything in moderation, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Well, we won't be seeing you for a little while. Baby's due, what's the due date?
February 1st.
February 1st, so we'll fill you in when we find out all about that. Nice to see you again.
Thank you, Corbin.
For more information on Dr. Gina Wesley and any of the things that we talked about, you can visit showcaseminnesota.com and click on the Tuesday link.